I was like, man, I need to have somebody come relieve me. So I called my girlfriend at that time. I'm like, hey, I'm doing the stakeout. And she's like, what's that? And
oh no.
Long story short, I had to pee, and listen, I made it happen, and I didn't go to the bathroom. I'll put it that way.
Oh, come on. Give us the details, man. Did you do a bottle?
Yes.
Was it a bottle?
Yes, the bottle of water that I had drank finished out of.
That's not so bad, man. We've all been there. Let me tell you, it's better than peeing in the driveway of the person you just served.
You're listening to Process Server Daily, the show where hustle meets strategy in the high-stakes world of process serving. From elite pros to the new servers taking massive action, these are the voices of a rising industry. Hosted by the founder of 123 Legal Support, Mighty Mike Reid. This is your backstage pass to building a profitable process serving empire. Let's get into it.
15 years of experience serving papers. He is known as the celebrity server in Los Angeles. From nightclubs to the Rodeo Drive, he always gets them served. As the COO for OnCall Legal, he's virtually dominated the insurance and collection firm. Brandon Yadegar, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Mike. It's a pleasure to be here.
Awesome, Brandon. Well, I'm excited about this show because you and I have been talking for a little bit about prank a process server. You guys stay tuned to the end of the show because after we hear Brandon's story and all the awesome things that he has going on, we are definitely going to call some of our fellow process servers and see what they can take. How did you get started in this industry, Brandon?
Started actually while I was in law school. My partner, who's an attorney as well, he told me, "You sure you want to be an attorney?" And I said, no. At the time, I was just doing it because I was dating this one girl that you either had to be a doctor or an attorney to marry her. So, and I really wanted to marry her. And I was in law school, man. I wasn't going to be the best attorney because it's just not where my heart was, but I knew I didn't want to be a doctor either. So we got out, and it was during the recession, 2007 or 8. He said, listen, I know attorney services, and they're not offering the quality that they can be offering, and I have a different idea. And at first I laughed at the idea, but long story short, here we are.
That's crazy. So you laughed at the idea of doing attorney services, and then now you're like one of the top companies in Los Angeles.
There we go. Yeah.
Well, you're a humble guy. I appreciate it. So where did you receive your training?
Funny, I actually didn't. Nobody was there to train me. I always wished that I worked for an attorney service before I started, but I hit the floor running, got my first serve, and just read about the laws and got my license and started off from there. Wow.
It's similar to me. When I first started, I looked on YouTube, watched probably every YouTube video, even the ones I probably didn't want to watch.
Yeah.
And then went to Cal's Pro, got certified through Cal's Pro, and met contacts. Really, that was where it started for me. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I see. I wasn't even aware of Cal's Pro when we started. I learned much down the line about naps, which really actually helped my business take off because I would get phone calls, not just from affiliates, but from law firms, and started off really small and just blossomed over time.
That's awesome. So what is your closest landmark? Are there any cool places where you live?
Yeah, I mean, there's south of me in Orange County, there's like Disneyland. Where I'm in Beverly Hills, it's like Rodeo Drive and the glitz and glamour and all that cool stuff.
That is cool. So tell us about your worst experience doing this job.
I don't know. I think my worst experience was actually a rather embarrassing one. I was doing a stakeout, and you know how clients sometimes they just want you to get your man, so they say stay longer. And I anticipated everything, and I brought food and all that, and obviously I was drinking a lot of water, and I had to pee really bad. So I kept waiting, and I was like, man, I need to have somebody come relieve me. So I called my girlfriend at that time. I'm like, hey, I'm doing the stakeout. And she's like, what's that? And
oh no.
Long story short, I had to pee, and listen, I made it happen, and I didn't go to the bathroom. I'll put it that way.
Oh, come on. Give us the details, man. Did you do a bottle?
Yes.
Was it a bottle?
Yes, the bottle of water that I had drank finished out of.
That's not so bad, man. We've all been there. Let me tell you, it's better than peeing in the driveway of the person you just served.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to because I was angry at them not coming out. But yeah, I didn't want to, who knows? Sometimes the person you're serving turns out to be an attorney and they actually become your client. So I've had
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's good stuff. How do you handle aggressive animals while you're working in the field?
By animals, do you mean the survey or an actual pet?
Both.
Yeah. So I try to the extent that I can, calm them down. I'm not doing so many serves myself anymore, but
Well, you're a big shot now. You're running the show, so.
I did them for nearly a decade. Even after 5 years, I completely could have stopped, but I actually enjoy it. I also train our process servers myself. I have some techniques that I would love to even share with you guys, just so it lowers the number of times you have to go and attempt service. A lot of the older process servers obviously know these tactics, but you'd be surprised some of them don't. For instance, if I'm going to go knock on your door and I'm going to serve you, and let's say I'm serving you, Mike, right? What do people do normally? They knock on the door and say, hey, I have a package for Mike. Is he available? Right? And then that person, or they'll say, hey, are you Mike? Right? But that gives you the chance and opportunity to ask, who are you? What is it you have? You know what I mean? So, or I don't know, Mike's not here. But what I do is I act like I'm your friend, and I'll knock on the door and you'll answer the door and I'll say, Mike, how are you? And right away, you're like, good. Can I help you? Yeah, I got some legal documents. Have a nice day. So I weed out right away if you're that person or not. Mm-hmm. Another tactic is, for instance, when I'm serving somebody, I get a lot of stuff that comes back from other affiliates that we send out work to. They say, oh, this person's said so-and-so doesn't reside there. I said, well, did you ID them? Did you find out that that's them or not? And one thing I love to tell people is, hey, you know what? If you're not this person, they're going to continue to send process servers here, and you don't want to be bothered every day and night. And it gets annoying because they come at all times of the day and the night. Just give me your ID. I'll jot it down, and you'll be out of the system for good. And it's kind of like a cold call where you'll never have a telemarketer call you again. And people that aren't that person will run and give you their ID because they want to be on the do not call list, so to speak. So tactics like that.
That's good. And oftentimes when you do that, you'll find out the people who are lying to you.
Exactly. Because if the guy's like, I'm not sure, I don't need to show you my ID, or they slam the door in your face without saying anything to you, then hey, guess what? You can announce service right then and there and you're done.
Right. And worst case scenario, you find out it wasn't them later and you go back and serve them.
There you go.
Someone else. Yeah. I always say you serve them and leave them and then, and then verify.
Yeah, because you can always make the proof of service. If you're not sure, all of us have been through that time and we're like, man, I don't know if that was my guy or not, or, I don't know if that person's covering for them or not, right? Serve them, because you can always decide you're not going to draft the affidavit of service, but if you don't leave the documents there, then it's not like you go back next weekend and just leave it by the door,
That's good stuff. And so do you have kids, Brandon?
I have a 11-month-old, and it's really taken a toll on me, man, to be honest with you. It's a lot of fun, but work doesn't become a priority after that, unfortunately, or fortunately.
Once you have a baby, once you have a child of any kind, I know because I have 8 of them.
To me, I was like, no way, the guy's like, he's kidding around.
Man, I got a ton of them, man. I got pictures all over my wall right here of just, they love to draw. And oftentimes it's because I'm working. So they come and I'm like, here, take out of the printer. I'll take a page out and say, draw me something. Yeah. So I have a whole wall of, artwork from 3-year-olds. Because once they get to be about 5, all they want to do is play video games.
Yeah, I know. I have nephews. I've seen it now. But I don't know, 8 is, you're juggling for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have so much fun, and honestly, they bring so much joy to my life. And so that's cool. So you're getting a lot of sleep then?
Nothing, bro. No sleep, man.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to do the interview. We're going to get to some fun stuff here in a minute. But before we do, what is a story that you'll be telling your kids when they grow up?
Don't be a process.
I think I'm with you on that. I got 2 boys that are about to be 18, and I'm like, you guys could do so much better. You could do so many other things. But the cool thing is when you are a process server and you realize the amount of money you can make, they can certainly be an entrepreneur when they grow up.
Yeah, absolutely, man. This is one of the only industries where you can dictate how much money you make, how many clients you want to bring in, how much do you want to expand. It's entirely up to you. And we live in the US, so it's an entrepreneur's dream world.
Right. The sky is the limit. So Brandon, what is the greatest advice you've ever received?
Greatest advice was a quote that was given to me by a process server. I'll give you his name because he won't mind. Juan Hernandez. He's out in Rancho Cucamonga. So when I first started, he really helped me out. He actually gave me tons of services for even free, believe it or not, because that's just what a good guy he is. He told me, you're only as good as your last serve to your client. So make sure that every single service is perfect, because you can do a decade worth of service. And if you just mess up on one, the law industry is an unforgiving industry.
It is. Yep. You're only as good as your last serve. I remember doing some slam dunks for some attorneys and or putting in the extra hours and stakeout time. And then, I misspelt, one of my staff members actually misspelt the attorney's name on one of the proofs. And, I didn't hear from her for months. I'm like, what happened? It's like, she said, oh, you guys can't get the proof right. This was, the judge actually noticed it in at the hearing, and it's like, the judge noticed your name was misspelled. And so sometimes you just can't make everybody happy. So don't kill yourself over it, but definitely put systems in place so that stuff like that doesn't happen.
We had a law firm. It was called Nossaman LLP. Don't mind giving their names. 8 locations. We were doing their inter-office pouching. Just their pouching was over $24,000 a month of revenue for us. They gave us boatloads and boatloads of messenger services, court filings. They were the ideal law firm that you wanted, and all their services were so easy. Businesses, banks. It was the ideal account. It was bringing in over $300,000 a month of revenue on average. Some months were a lot higher. It completely changed us because we did so much for them, and we had to rev up all of our employees, get different types of insurance to please them. Long story short, we lost the account after 9 months, and we killed ourselves to get the account. It was a whole bidding process. We had to do so many hurdles to get it. But anyway, the reason why we lost it was the stupidest reason in the world. And we gave them stellar service for nearly a year, but one mistake, and it was as if we literally couldn't do worse. And it was a fixable mistake, But like you said, the smallest of things can just change it for people. And that's how our industry unfortunately is. And most of my friends are attorneys, actually. They make fun of me because they think that my job is not stressful at all, but they have no idea. We have zero margin of error. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree. An attorney can say, well, there are different opinions. It's more of a tactful approach, to do it this way or to do a case that way. And they can just chalk it up to, it happened to be the judge didn't like this certain thing about a person or whatever. It can be so many different things. But for us, it's black and white. Did you deliver it? Did you show the diligence? Did you do the proof? Did you do it on time by a certain date?
Yeah. And look, if your printer messes up, or there's traffic, and you make it to, let's say, even an opposing counsel serve at 5:01 p.m., you're done. That case, you may have just jeopardized the entire case. So sometimes declarations make up for things, but I'll tell you, we've done declarations where it was even the client's fault. But in order for the client to show the court that it wasn't their fault, they let us go. So things like that happen. Nobody's perfect either. I'm not claiming to be perfect, but I could tell you that quote, it still rings true to this day. You're only as good as your last serve.
I'm going to put that in your show notes as your quote. You're taking it. The truth is you give somebody credit for a quote twice and then
Hey, quick break from the episode to tell you about something that's changing the game for process servers across the country. It's called Mighty Process Servers. And yeah, you can join absolutely free. Inside, you'll get full access to every course, every download, and the educational tools that we use to help process servers build profitable companies. We meet every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern for our live Mighty Mastermind call. Come join the conversation. You can connect with other professionals, post on the discussion board, direct message members, and become part of one of the most engaged communities for process servers. Don't wait. Go to mightyprocessserver.com and join today. Those who get verified get listed and start bidding on jobs same day. Now, let's get back to the show.
Okay, welcome back to the show. Brandon, are you ready for the rapid fire round? You did that pretty good, man. I could actually hear it. If I sent you a routine serve today to your company, when would you make your first attempt?
So we quote 72 hours before the first attempt takes place. Our servers get on it much faster than that, sometimes same day, sometimes 48 hours. But we do, underpromise and overdeliver. We do that with our affiliates as well as our clients.
How and when do I receive status on my order?
So we have two different ways you can do that. Our website automatically emails you statuses as they happen. It's live. Our processors have GPS tracking on their phones. Right when they put in their GPS for the attempts, the coordinates pop up, and so do their notations. And then you get an email with all that information.
How many attempts do you offer?
So the minimum number of attempts we give is 5. But if the person is just not home, the processor just had bad luck for 5 attempts, they'll continue going. But if they found it to be evasive or, it's that person's not there, then obviously they're not going to continue attempting.
Of course. How much do you charge for your local area, roughly?
So it depends. So I have some affiliates that we give a lot of work to, and they want exchange rates like Knox. So we lower our rates for them. Then we have the affiliate that has, every other week a serve. Generally, it's about $50 for affiliates, and that covers a very large portion of California.
That's awesome. Once completed, how and when can I expect my proof of service?
So great question. We have an assembly line. That's how our service works. From the person that intakes your documents to the person that dispatches out into the field to the person that gets the status into the proof of service, and finally the person that actually drafts the proof. So given that we have an assembly line, it's actually really fast. We have it for you the same day. If it's something that's out in the field and it's coming back, like an opposed and counsel delivery, you get the proof of service right away. Otherwise, if it's served that night, then the very next day you have your proof of service.
What is your company's slogan?
So our company slogan, we recently changed it 2 years ago. It's attorney service run by attorneys. For our offices, 2 different attorneys there. They're staffed to answer procedural questions for the paralegals and sometimes affiliates.
Oh, that's actually really cool. Attorney services run by attorneys.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. I know you said you were going to law school. I was like, you might be almost there.
I could have been, but it's not my bread and butter and my forte, to be honest.
How does a listener hire your company?
You could go on our website, OnCallLegal.com. Just create an account on there. You can email us, orders@OnCallLegal.com, or just give us a call.
So what's the number one piece of advice you would give to other affiliates out there?
So I think about strengthening our industry every day. I think that's what CalSPO is about. That's what NAPS is about. One of the main things that I've noticed with all of our affiliates, and some of them we've had for over 10 years, like SNR Services up north in San Bruno. We have one thing in common and one goal in mind. We're not trying to grab each other to try to make a big profit on one and another. Our goal is, and it should be for every single affiliate, is we allow each other to have expansive coverage. For instance, you're in Chico. It's really up north, right? But if you have, let's say, a court filing for downtown Courthouse, you have a sister company, OnCall Legal, that we can file it within minutes. So you have that leverage to say, hey, you know what? I have a sister company down south, and I can take care of anything for you as fast as I can take care of it up here in Chico. And then the rates that I provide you are so that you can make a decent profit on them. I'm not gouging you on my rates because you're giving me a super rush, which allows you to give me more work, and it allows you to advertise for an area that you normally wouldn't want to cover or don't have the coverage to cover. But guess what? Now you do. The same thing, like Knox gives us a 200-page opposing counsel across the street. Of course I can knock it out. I mean, it's literally a 5-minute walk across the street. So Knox now can grab and push their deadlines out really late, and their clients love that. So affiliates need to help each other grow. and not think of it as how much money can I make off this affiliate and charge them as a normal rate for somebody else. And when you give that comfort to one another, you help out each other, your industry grows and everybody's happy and everybody kind of gets a piece of the pie. So nobody's complaining. And there's so much to go around that there's no need for us to fight over law firms, to fight over, trying to undermine each other by, I can offer you a rate $10 lower. And if we do that, then we price cut each other to death. So it's important to remember who your partners are. It's actually the affiliates. You can look at us as competition or you can look at us as friends. We've done that and we've established that with a host of affiliates. And I hope that we can continue to do that and other affiliates buy into this philosophy because it really helps everybody out.
Well, I can tell you, Brandon, after attending the CalsPro conference and making a lot of new connections this last weekend, I can tell you that whole philosophy of, treating each other like friends and using the resources, I guess you said, like you said, expanding your reach. I know you guys have been great for us down there. You got the motorcycle process servers out there, being able to weave in and out of traffic, getting people served really quickly. So, and I appreciate you guys down there. It's a great piece of advice.
We appreciate you up north, man. You've saved our tail plenty of times. And I know some stuff I send you is rural and you don't want to do it, but you've always cut me deals beyond the affiliate list. So I appreciate that too as well, man.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, we do live up here in the boonies, middle of nowhere. That's awesome. Okay, guys. Well, this has been such an awesome interview, and I want to thank everyone for listening. We're actually going to move into the prank a process server portion of the show. We're going to make it quick, but because I know Brandon's got some things to do, but yeah. I'm pretty excited. So, Brandon, who are we pranking first?
I was thinking of pranking Christian from Commercial Process.
Oh, man. Now, is Christian your friend?
Yeah, we talked here and there. Not I haven't hung out with Christian before myself, but now I think he's going to want to hang out just to punch me in the face after this. He just came to mind because he was the last person to email me about CalsPro. So happy to return the favor and, do a phone call, get a chuckle out of him.
Just getting anybody who works for his office will be funny too. It'd be better if you get him, though.
Yeah, great. Here we go.
Thank you for calling Commercial Processor. If you know the extension number of the person you're trying to reach, you may dial it now. For court services, dial 1. For service of process, dial 2. For subpoena.
I forgot to block my number.
Good afternoon, Commercial. Can I help you?
Hey, who's this?
Carlos?
Hi, Carlos. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. You guys do service of process, right?
Yes.
And I have a service of process in Ventura. I wanted to see if you guys could help me out with that.
Yeah, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from home.
Yeah, no, but the company you're with?
It's not a company.
Oh, okay, so this is just for yourself?
That's correct.
Okay. What city again, did you say?
Ventura County.
Okay. So we've done work for you before?
No.
Okay. So, it really depends on the client type, but routine service is going to be 75, and we do up to 4 attempts. That's per defendant per address. So, yeah.
Yeah, and for the 75 big bucks, you guys guarantee the serve, right?
No, we never guarantee anything. Nobody guarantees any serve.
You don't guarantee the serve? So
no, we don't.
So then why would I just not give it to an Uber driver to go and attempt 4 times? It'll come out cheaper than $75, won't it?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Those are our fees.
Uber's going to take over your business like that, no?
Come on.
Carlos, I'm just messing with you, man. We're pranking you, and you're on Process Server Daily, and
what's going on, Carlos? You're on Process Server Daily, man.
I'm back to arrange that.
It's Brandon from OnCall Legal, man. We're just glancing with you.
Hey, what's up?
So Uber's going to take over your industry, huh?
I got you on call. I'm just kidding here, man.
Hey, Carlos, did you recognize his voice?
I kind of did, but it has OnCall Legal on his collar.
No, you killed it. I'm at home, and he's like, "Well,
Something on the side without anybody knowing.
man, Brandon." All right. That's all right though. You've been a good sport,
next time. I'm
Carlos.
gonna crank out someone else. I'll block my number this time.
Yeah.
That was good though.
All right,
That was
bro.
good.
Good talking to you, Carlos.
All right,
I'll Uber you over here. We'll get a drink, man.
all right, man.
Hey, brother.
That
I'm
was-
gonna block my number, dude.
He saw a commercial. I was wondering. I didn't ask him. Like, he's not going to call from his office because they're going to see his number.
Even my cell phone says OnCall Legal account. So
I wonder if you could block it.
I can. Yeah, I just got to star 67 it. Maybe we should call Mike Santos and.
Yeah, call him.
Or
But block it.
the other thing we could do, we could have like call someone and be like, yeah, why are you serving me papers? You know, being all angry that you served me papers.
Call Mike Santos. Call him.
What's the script on him? What should I say on him?
Someone told me you did free services or something.
Yeah.
Someone.
Be like, yeah, can you do this? Serve out of the goodness of your heart.
Yeah. You're good at this, man. You're good at this.
What's his number? I'll start 67 him.
Yeah, let me look it up.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, it is Mike.
Hello?
Yeah, how you doing, man? I was told to call you regarding a service process. You be serving Salem, Oregon?
Yes, I do.
Cool, man, cool. So I got a situation on hand. They told me you the right man to call. I got my baby mama bothering me, man. So I went and called. I got me a temporary restraining order. They told me I got to serve her right quick, real fast. You know what I'm saying?
What's your hearing date?
I ain't got it in front of me, but I'll find that out. And then can I email it to you?
So, are you here in Salem or?
Nah, I'm not in Salem. I'm in Cali, but they Oregon documents. I got them filed with the courthouse. My attorney tell me I need to find a process server.
All right. Yeah, you can PDF me. I need to know. Go ahead and PDF me over the documents. I'll take a peek at them, and then I'll make sure that they're tight and right, and then we'll go from there.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I email it to you, and
give me your contact information in your email, and then I'll send you a link for PayPal.
Yeah, okay, PayPal. All right, yeah. How much it gonna cost me though?
Depending on what and where it is, that's why I want to see it. They start at $100.
$125. $125. $100.
$125.
Oh,
$125.
Oh, okay, 125 cents.
No, $125.
Oh, 125. Can you do it for $25 out of the goodness of your heart?
No, it does not. Standard orders are the biggest pain in the class. You will not find anyone who will do it for 25.
Oh yeah, but can you do it out of the goodness of your heart though?
This is a business, sir. My session would be then to try preferred process servers here in Salem.
Yeah, but they say you the best. I want to give it to the best, but I ain't trying to pay $125.
But I don't work for free. Restraining orders are the ones that have the most potential for violence and confrontation. So it is what it is.
Oh, you say you do for free?
No, I do not.
Oh, I hear you. Can you do it for $35?
I think I'm not going to do it for you at all. You have a good day, sir.
Oh, that's good. You got to call him back.
Oh, shit, dude. Should I call him back? I'm back.
Yeah, you got it, man. You got to call him back. But let me talk. Put it next to the thing.
Okay. I'm just going to pick up.
Hi, I'm not able to take a call right now. I'm going to leave your name, number, and a brief message.
Oh, man. He's like, I don't want any part of that dude anymore.
I said a restraining order out of all the things that get served, you know?
Oh, my gosh. Call him back again.
No.
He's going to be pissed when he answers.
Hi, I'm not able to take a call right
Oh. Hey, leave a message.
You gonna leave it?
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, I'm not able to take your call right now, but if you leave your name, number, and a brief message after the tone, I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can.
What's up, Mike? This is Michael Reid from Process Server Daily. You were just on the Process Server Daily show, Prank a Process Server, and I'm here with Brandon.
Mike.
Man, you handled that pretty good, man. You handled that pretty good.
Professional. All love.
All right.
Mike.
Much love, man. Good job. So anyway, that was good. That was really good. And
the other guys, he was getting heated. Man. I said, can you do that out the goodness of your heart?
And you did good. Your black voice is good. Your black voice is good. You're like, at the end, you'd be like, the goodness of your heart. Like, he's got a little bit of flavor. He's got a little bit of flavor. You did that on purpose, huh?
Next time we're going to do Indian. Then we're going to do, I'll do Persian. I have a really good Persian one, like a heavy Persian. And then we'll do like a Korean one. I'm really good with that, you know.
Oh, okay.
Watch your man, you know.
Okay, so what is your parting piece of advice for Server Nation?
Don't be that guy that goes and knocks on the door and just puts down an attempt, hoping to gain some diligence and then subserving it eventually. Or just to show your client that you've done your due diligence. Lessen the number of times you have to go there. Ask around neighbors. Don't leave any rock unturned, because they could be hiring another server, and because they're just so anxious to get that thing served. And if you don't serve it and that person does, then it's as if, like I said, you just lost out on a lot. So they're hiring us as a process server for that reason. Of course, we're not investigators. You don't have to run and sit and do skip tracing before you go to that address or see the guy's whereabouts. But you know what? Just for the sake of you lessening the number of times you have to waste your gas and time to go there, do a little bit of homework before you serve that person, especially if somebody emails you something saying this is an evasive service or this guy may not be willing to accept.
That's good stuff. Yeah, being able to think about what you're doing, think about where you're going. And someone told me this before, that, you know, that if you have an intention to serve something, like it's your true intention, and you go out there and you knock on the door, they're not home, you go knock on the neighbors, they don't know anything, and it's really I said, man, I don't want to have to come back out here. And you're sitting there and you're like filling out your paperwork, they pull in the driveway. I can't tell you how many times that has happened. Does it happen for you too? Yeah,
100%, man. So sometimes I would stick around. Sometimes when I'm trying to serve someone, they didn't pay for a stakeout. I'm not going to sit there for an hour or two.
Right.
I'll hang around tight, because guess what? If they're not home, I'll wait for the neighbors to get home, because then I want to ask the neighbors. And neighbors are very helpful the majority of the times. Yeah, sometimes they don't know who you are either. They don't want to, unload information. But for the most part, I've had so much help from the neighbors where I've disqualified serving someone because I know that the neighbor's being truthful and telling me that these people haven't lived here for years. Yeah, I remember them. They used to be my clients, or they used to be my best neighbor, and this and that. And this guy moved to Ohio, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it's, again, like you said, you stick around and all of a sudden they're pulling in to the driveway.
Yeah.
Guess, and you just got them. Personal service.
Yeah, it's the difference between having a declaration full of attempts and actually having completed service, slam dunk, it's done.
Yes.
And someone who's done proofs before, and I was doing my own proofs all the time, it was a big deal to get personal service. It was like, yes.
Makes it easier, right?
Oh, yeah. When you do a proof versus having to mail something and
diligence on there, and it's less ability of them challenging the service.
Right, right.
It's more bulletproof, I would say. And believe me, the paralegals, the attorneys, they see that stuff, man. Oh, and it gives them much less time to respond, so it allows the plaintiff or whoever it is that you're serving to propound discovery, get their stuff on the road. So they love it when it's a personal service. You have to give them 10 extra days in California when you subserve from the date of mailing.
Right. That's a lot. That's half a month.
Yeah. And sometimes, you don't mail it out that night. You know what I mean? You might mail out the next day, 2-3 days later. I mean, if you have a lot of proofs and you're really backed up, you might take a couple of days. So then you have to look at the date of the mailing until they can propound discovery.
Brandon, that is an awesome piece of advice I think that we can all take. This has been so much fun, man. Again, I appreciate you coming on, and let's do this again, man. Let's get together.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it, man. I had a great time.
We'll catch you next time. Until next time, you've been served up some awesomeness by Brandon and Mighty Mike, the podcast server.
That's a wrap on another episode of Process Server Daily, where the legal support industry levels up. Want to grow your process serving business with the best marketing tools, the most engaged community, and the highest ranking directory online? Visit mightyprocessserver.com. Claim your listing. Join our free community. Surround yourself with process servers who get it and build something real. From the field to the courtroom, this is Process Server Daily. Until next time, stay safe out there and live mighty.